don't make it a habit to watch Newsmax regularly, but I think it's worth checking out how they are interpreting the shocking news about Tucker Carlson's firing from Fox. Take a look at their coverage from last night to see a very unique interpretation of events.
But I do suspect that there is some inkling that this is actually about nationalism. And of course, Fox News Channel owned by foreigners, and they really don't care about America, unlike Newsmax, which does, an American-owned company. And I think a lot of people at the network were very troubled by what Tucker was saying, espousing this idea that America should be first, that it's okay to make America great again. And unfortunately, over the years, they have hired so many liberals at that company. As a matter of fact, one executive many years ago told me that maybe 1% of the employees would actually share those ideas of God, country, family, and American sovereignty.
There's a lot happening here. He threads two ideas together, one being that Fox turned away from nationalism when it was bought by the Murdoch family, and this other notion that Fox has been hiring liberals for decades. That second part is completely unconvincing, as we know that Murdoch himself had his hands deep in the operations at Fox, and that man is no friend of liberalism. But Todd Starnes, this guest here, says something really interesting in that same thought, that, quote, maybe 1% of the employees would actually share those ideas of God, country, family, and American sovereignty. Let's focus specifically on the idea of God. So there was a fascinating scoop by Vanity Fair Tuesday that reported that it actually may have been a religious comment by Carlson that was the nail in the coffin for Murdoch, keeping him at Fox. So basically, the gist is that Tucker's comments at the now infamous Heritage Foundation fundraiser are seemingly what did him in. When talking about how to engage with the left, he said, quote, "We should stop engaging in these totally fraudulent debates. I've tried. That doesn't work." Carlson then suggested that the answer was prayer. Quote, "I have concluded it might be worth taking just 10 minutes out of your busy schedule to say a prayer for the future, and I hope you will." So a source close to Murdoch told Vanity Fair that prayer stuff freaks Rupert out. He doesn't like all of the spiritual talk. So Newsmax actually might be onto something here, and it is spelling the official rift between the far right and Fox News.
Well, then, tried to call us out, but he didn't have enough guts to say my name on Sunday or Saturday with his talk or whatever the chat was he had on the thing. We brought the Murdochs to heel a little bit because after my blast of them on Friday, because remember they had no crew there at all. Fox, it was a full ban.
So that's Steve Bannon basically saying that Bannon, called out Rupert Murdoch for not attending CPAC, after which Fox News host Mark Levin tried to call Bannon out, but didn't have the guts. Basically, all of this is to say that Tucker Carlson's firing officially spells the end of the love story between the far right and Fox News. And I think we all know that this war is not going to be pretty, even as we are watching it from the left. For more of my coverage on The Breakdown, check out my latest video on a MAGA lady enraged that Gen Z doesn't like MAGA by clicking on the link in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching. You can follow me on all platforms at Caro Johnson 917.